there we go. That'll start your Wednesday off. Welcome to the midweek Wednesday shave, and I hope you're in very good health and a good position in life. Right, going to use two razors in this because I'm not a straight razor shavette. I've got them and I do use them, but I'm a DE shaver, or a SE shaver if you like. That's my main thing. But I'm going to use my, this is the case it comes in, the Candure Shavette, which is here. And it takes half. You get a DE blade and click it in half, like that, carefully, and then you place it in there. This comes apart, and so in there is a second. This will be the second use and last use for this Wilkinson sword I used in the last shave. And then I'm only doing one pass with a shavette with the growth, and then I'm going to swap to this Gillette vintage ball end tech, and in there is the cloud blade I used, second use, and not as big a overhang with that blade, but it's still overhang to be aware of. Using some basic products I used when I first started out, except for this. Couldn't buy this then. Wilkinson Sword shave stick, the blue, beautiful scent. So I'm going to wet it, wet the face and lather, and then use the brush. And the brush of choice today is a basic, this is the Wilkinson Sword standard brush. This was a special edition they brought out. What do they say? Perfect for a very British shave. Don't know if you can buy them now, but I bought a couple of them. Now some people say these are synthetic, these Wilkinson Sword, but they're marked as boar bristle, the ones I've bought. So they're a boar brush. Boar bristle is not synthetic. It would say synthetic, I should think, because they would be, well, in this country anyway, if you don't label things correctly, it's like mis-selling and they can be prosecuted. Right, are we ready? So I'll wet the face. And another thing which I found indicated they were not a synthetic was this, and not now, but a slight smell on them. But anyway, here we go. Wilkinson Sword blue shave stick, lovely scent. And this is what I would have used, this type of thing. Because let's be fair, not so many years ago, you couldn't buy all these artisan soaps. Didn't exist. That'll be plenty. Always go back if we need it. Rinse our hands. There we go. So what's the shave of the day for you? Although it's in the week, isn't it? So it may be just be a standard shave here. And I tell you, this knot is quite a... There's enough backbone in it to create a lather, which I'm doing now. Actually, I didn't keep the box. I'd have shown you where it said boar bristle. not boar bristle, pure bristle, that's it, brush. Because I think if it's synthetic, they have to say it's synthetic. That's not bad, is it? Because we need a good protection for the Shavette. And I'll show you something I bought last week, which came through, which will help anybody new, well, not just new, but anybody especially new to wet shaving. But I'll talk about that in a minute. I need to concentrate now. The Candure Shavette with half Wilkinson Sword, second use. Here we go. Like a knife through butter. It's relatively good protection, that, fair play. Other hand, hope you can see this. What am I doing with that? Oh, there. Good going. I think if you wanted to get into straight razor shaving, this would be the way to go. You know, practice with one of these, and once you master it, be well away. Not bad. Nice to keep your hand in. Here we go. Beautiful scent, a sort of a classic soapy, fresh, clean scent. Did catch a bit. Yeah, that's not bad, considering I don't use one often. So that's the first pass. Done and dusted. So it's off. Oh, look at the damage. Messy. Oh yeah. I have caught a bit there. But quite happy with that. Nice and slick, that, fair play. Not an expensive soap. So back to it. I need a bit more, I think. Wet the puck. And off we go. You see this? This is how my dad used to do it. Like a... And on the face he did both ways. Oh, I caught a few bits there. Yeah, I've been using a few high-end stuff, and so I like to go back and pay homage to certain things. As I say, except for this soap, I use this type of soap, Palm Olive, the main one, and then I started with Arko and stuff like that. So we'll heat up the ball end tech and see how we get on with that. This should be quite aggressive now, I should think. Here we go. No, it feels nice. That's a nice blade, this Cloud. To think it's an aggressive blade. There's a few dots of blood. Should have used a pre-shaver, but this is how I would have done it, with a lot more cuts. Yeah. God, it's turned cold here. You know, when it's that cold, you think it won't rain, it'll snow, but I think at the moment that'll be on higher ground. Yeah. Never fail with the old Gillette. There's a company who got it right the first time and then they modernised it. And they went backwards. Really nice. Rinse the face. As I say, there's a couple of... Didn't feel these actually. Just a dot there, I thought, but there's a couple here, a couple of weepers. So it just shows you if you don't use them regular, these can get out of. I mean, a few days with that, a few weeks, it'd be okay. But it's not my thing really. I'd prefer. But I like to use them because I got them. I don't want them sitting in a drawer. But my thing is the double edge. That's where I'm happy. So here we go. I'll tell you what, we'll go wet the... Just a quick... You haven't got the whiskers to do this really. Third. This will be good. Bit of water on that. Nice and creamy. So say it's a basic soap with a nice scent. fresh, clean, soapy scent. Classic. Quite easy to use, even with a Shavette. Right, here we go, third against the growth. That's a nice blade. Even better on this sort of second use. That's nice. I've planted, if I've mentioned on this channel, I'm growing my own Carolina Reaper chilies this year, and I purchased from a speciality seed company in the UK. Purchased some Carolina Reaper seeds, 10 of them, and I've potted them, or sown them I should say. Look at this. Oh, Freddy Krueger's paying a visit today. Yesterday, and no I didn't, Monday. No, I'm not a chili grower. I've grown them from plants quite successfully. I've grown tomatoes, and that's what I enjoy doing, but I'm going to give them a go from seed. If they work, they work. If they don't, they don't. So it's I've got some dried ones if they don't, which were gifted to me. It's a slick soap, this, but not the slickest, obviously. It's a nice. We'll sort them blood bits out in a minute. When you cut, if you're new to this, it's not if, it's when you cut yourself, you're initiated in, you're a wet shaver. Beautiful. Okay. Rinse that. And we'll use a Styptic Pencil. Look how, that's how big it was. Look at it now. So here we go. And it will sting. Just a few dots, I can find them. It's a bit like alum in a way. So that should stop the bleeding for a minute. So while that's doing its job, I'm going to show you, have you ever wondered, especially as I say, if you're new to this, things you wonder about, or even if you're not new to it, disposing of your blades. People, what do I do with them? What should I do? Now, I personally use a plastic, an old McDonald's milkshake cup, and I place them in there until it's full. I've got no children, so it's not so bad for me. If you've got a house with children or pets or anything like that, I got this on Amazon, £4 something. It's a sharps box, specifically for razor blades and syringes and stuff like that. It's very secure and very safe. You fill that up. Now it depends where you live. You think, well, what do I do with it when I fill it up? Now sometimes you have to contact your authority, council, whatever you call them, in your area, and ask them, tell them you've got a sharps box full. Not syringes might be a bit difficult. You may have to go to a hospital or something with them, but razor blades, if you tell them it's a sharps box full of old razor blades, they may tell you there's a centre near you can take it to, like a recycling centre, or they'll tell you to put it in the bin, the garbage, the trash can, whatever you call it, because we have separate ones here: normal waste, recycling, food, and green garden cuttings and stuff. So it would be nice to know that could go in the recycling bin, as long as it's safe. But I'm not sure, because I've never filled one up yet. But if you're not sure, if you get one of these and you fill it, phone your local authority and ask them, and they'll give you guidance. So if you want to do it, so we stop now. If you want to know, properly. I know a lot of people just put them in the bin with a sign, razor blades, sellotaped on, but I've never done that. Right, so we'll rinse. We'll leave it on for a bit there. You know what time it is now? 3, 2, 1. Pick up time, baby! And we'll use what's in the brush. Should be enough. Maybe not. The only thing with this, it doesn't hold this. There's a thing. It doesn't hold the soap as good as a synthetic. Synthetic wouldn't do that. Mind you, the soap's not as it's not been lathered in the brush, so to speak, really. God, that's terrible. Excuse me while I sort that out. Going back to it. So you really have to enjoy. That's better. It's good practice using this. There we go. Here we go. Pick up time. It's amazing. I just touched the skin where there was some Styptic Pencil in, and there's no glide or any protection or slickness at all, like when you use an alum. Do you grow your own veg, or do you grow tomatoes or fruit? If it depends where you live. People grow mainly vegetables here, and as I say, and sort of tomatoes, chilies and stuff like that. Nice. The only thing is, once you've rinsed, water on this goes to a very, very low slickness. But that is it, so we'll just rinse off with cold water, and that is cold. Oh, blimey. jumping in there. Llyned, well, in snow, don't you? So we've had a few issues there with the Shavette, bits of blood, but as you can see the Styptic Pencil has sorted that out, and we've ended up what our intention was to have a nice close clean shave. I'm going to use the Humphrey Switch Hazel, which I put sandalwood oil in, essential oil, and what a difference that made to the scent. Yeah, oh yes, nice. Hear that? And then, this should hurt, Arko Cologne Cool. I've used this for a long time. My favourite scent of these, there's a few of these now, but one, oh that's nice, smell that. I haven't smelled that for ages. That reminds me of the old days. Steve Farragher got me into Arko. And the red, the Action was my favourite, but there's another one, a grey platinum, is it? That's nice. But and then we'll go with the Balm, Arko Balm. Again, don't need a lot. Quite creamy this one, but nice scent. Beautiful. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That is good. So just to recap, we've used the Candure Shavette, which you use half DE blades in, and in there was the Wilkinson Sword second use. Give me a bit of a dotted effect of cuts there, like Freddy Krueger's been round, but we sorted that out. That's due to lack of practice with it. Then we've used the Gillette Ball End Tech, that's more my cup of tea, with the Cloud second use blade. Really nice blade, that, very nice. We use the standard Wilkinson Sword Brush. This is a special edition they made. Does the job. Wilkinson Sword Shave Stick, good soap, does protect you, not as slick as others, but it's, you know, the price will tell you that, but it's a good soap, lovely scent. That was that. What else was there? Rinsed off with water, Humphrey's Sandalwood Witch Hazel, my own concoction, Arko Cool Cologne, and Arko Cool Balm, and we've used the Styptic Pencil as well. And I've shown you the Sharps box if anybody wants to know. So about £4 something on Amazon. It was here the next day as well. Must have had when I ordered it, must have everything gone through at the right time, and it was nice when that happens. Not that I was in a rush for it. Anyway, have a great rest of the week. Try not to cut yourself. Just let me do that for you. Have some great shaves and have a good week. I hope you have a great week. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you on Sunday for the Sunday shave. Take care.